So I was browsing through the PlayStation Store and saw that the season passes for DOA6 are on sale. So I checked them out, and what do you know, they're still so expensive. Most of them are over 60 bucks. And then I look at other fighting game season passes like Tekken, Soul Calibur, and Street Fighter, and it costs a lot less. So that had me wondering why. So I told myself, you know what, let me look into it. So here's what I got. So we just do DOA6 season pass number 1, okay? Alright, so if you just look at this, that seems alright, right? But I still think that the $92.99 price tag is pretty damn expensive considering the game is only $60. And for most folks, this is what they're gonna think, right? This is the end of the thought process on whether to get this or not. You just look at the contents, what's included, and the price tag. But let's dig a little deeper. So I went through all the prices here and all the costumes, and I compiled a spreadsheet of what you get for season 1 and every single individual items that you get with it. And this is where you have to ask yourself, does one costume costing $2, is that reasonable? And you gotta remember, with DOA, each of the costume is tailor-made for every single character. They all look different and they all fit each character's body type perfectly. And because of that, there's going to be some extra work that's needed to make these costumes. Would I have liked each of the costumes to only cost $1? Yes, I mean, who wouldn't? But with that being said, I think $2 per costume is reasonable. So with the first season pass, these are all the costumes that you get, and that's quite a lot in my opinion. And if you notice here, Mai and Kula's costume costs a little bit more than the regular costumes, right? And I'm thinking this is probably the SNK licensing fees. So in total you get 62 costumes, and if you buy them individually, it's gonna cost you $133.38. And you also get 2 additional characters in Mai and Kula. So for the 2 characters, it's gonna be $15.98. Plus you do get some extras here, so you get the Technomancer gear for free and the Neo Tengu wrestling costume for free as well. So if you were to buy all of these individually, it's gonna cost you $149.36. But if you get the season pass, it's gonna be $92.99, so you're saving about $56.37. In terms of the percentage, you're saving about 38%. Now what about other fighting games? So let's take Tekken 7 for example. So I have the season pass number 1 for them pulled up here. So for the first season, it's going to cost you $24.99. Of course, that's a lot cheaper than $92.99, right? So let's check out what you get with this. You get the Ultimate Tekken Bow mode, and then some additional costumes. You have a new characters here, Geese Howard, so he's from SNK, and you also get Noctis, he's from Final Fantasy 15 I think. And here's the breakdown, right? So these are the costumes that you get, and these costumes will work with multiple characters, so it's unlike DOA where it's individualized, but in the end you really only get 5 costumes. And together you get Tekken Bow mode for $13.99. And with the characters, the Geese pack, and Noctis each cost $8. And this is the same price as the DOA additional characters, right? $7.99 for Mai and Kula, $7.99 for Geese and Noctis. So if you were to buy all of these individually, the total is going to be $29.97. And the season pass is going to cost you $24.99, so you're saving about $5. The percentage saving is about 16 to 17%. And this is a lot lower than the 37-38% we're getting with DOA6. So when you're comparing season passes between Tekken 7 and DOA6, you gotta think what's more important to you, right? So if costumes are more important to you, Tekken is kind of lacking, right? You're only really getting 5 here. Whereas with DOA6, you're getting 62 costumes. And plus these costumes are all individualized, right? So really in the end, you get what you pay for. So for $24.99, you're not getting a lot of additional content. Versus at $92.99, you're getting quite a bit more, right? But the problem is when you're packing all of these content together, the price is gonna run up really quickly. And there's no way that this price is reasonable considering the whole entire game only costs $60. And I think that's the biggest problem. The season pass costs more than the game itself. Most people would react negatively to that right away. Now how about DOA5? You didn't hear talks of it having outrageous season passes prices, right? Well, there's a good reason for that. There are no season passes in DOA 5. All it has are custom sets, and they range anywhere between $20 to like above 30 bucks. Not a single one of them costs more than the price of the game itself. So really it's a psychological thing, right? If any pieces of DLC content that cost more than the game itself, we have a problem. But with custom sets costing around $20 to maybe $35, that's a lot more palatable. If I was Team Ninja and if they were to do a DOA 7 or DOA 6 Ultimate, I would not do season passes anymore. If they want to focus on releasing custom sets, I would just do that only. Or better yet, I would do what Tekken, Soul Calibur, and Virtual Fighter is doing. Have a customization mode and let the players mix and match parts to create their own costumes. That way you don't have season passes that run up to like $80, $90 a piece. Hopefully you guys found the video to be interesting. If you did, give it a like, subscribe for more, and take care.